You have multiple ways to sign in into your Tawajud account. You can continue with an email address and add the email address and the password you have. In case you have forgotten your password, you can press on Forget Password, write your email to get a reset link. In case if you want to continue with your phone number, you can add the country key and then the phone number, press continue to get an OTP code. In case you're creating a new account, you can create a new account as a business owner, add your phone number, the country key, and get a verification code. Or you can join a team by having the invitation code you get or the phone number that you have the invite sent to by Tawajud. Once you have signed in into your account as a manager, you have your manual check-in if you don't have any shift. You can confirm your check-in, have a photo, or skip this. You will have today's employees present, absent, and departed. You also have these 8 buttons and the quick actions button at the lower middle. Starting with employees, you can press on this and add an employee from the bottom. You can add them based on their phone number and their country key, or you can send them an invite link or have generating a QR code for them to scan. Once you have an employee, you can press on view their details to have their information, their documents, and also their salary. You can select their salary type, have their hourly rate calculated based on their salary or work days. You can enable overtime and the rate of this overtime if it was fixed or multiplied. You can enable penalties, fixed or multiplied, or you can enable leaves. You can also have allowed leaves per month. After any change you make for an employee salary, you update their salary. You can also press on attendance to track their attendance for that month. You can view each attendance, check-in and check-out, log and time, and their notes. You have your total salaries, and you can also select them based on different company departments. From work shifts, you can create and view your work shifts. You can create a work shift by pressing on the blue button, adding the shift title, if it's a permanent or specific days, and select the days. You can select the starting times and the end times, and the location and the working days. If you want to have their working days all week except Friday and Saturday, you can press on Friday and Saturday to cancel it, or just select the days you want. You have a check-in grace window for early check-in or late check-in, and also early checkout and late checkout by minutes. You can also assign employees to each shift. When you create a shift, it will appear to you here, and you collect editing each shift based on their employees, maybe remove them, or any other edits you want to make. From your tasks, you can create tasks and view your current tasks. You can shift the tasks appearing based on the monthly schedule, or by the pending or in progress or completed tasks. When you create a task, you can add a task title, a description, and select the employees responsible for the task. You can add a completion date, a reward, and images to help your employees with the task. When you have a task in progress, you can press on view details to have more details about the activity log and the employees. You can edit the task more or delete it. For your request, you will have all of your requests from your employees, whether it was an attendance correction, a leave, or a shift. If you have an attendance correction request, in case they signed in outside of their workplace or they forgot to sign in and they sent an attendance correction, you can take an action by rejecting or accepting the request and having the information of the employee and the type and the check-in and check-out time. When you don't approve a certain request, it will not be counted into their salaries. For leave request, you can see the employee who have a leave request and then the number of days and the selected days they want. You can also accept or reject it with a note. Shift switch is also the same with the shift they want to change. From your attendance, you can see all of your employees' attendance. You can shift them based on the specific dates or based on the departments of your company. When you press on a certain employee, you can view their check-in location and check-out location, and you can also edit the times or delete their record. For leaves, you can see your employees and how many leaves they have used and for which days. From payroll, you can see all of the salaries for each month, and you can change the months if it was a previous one. You can also see all of the salaries that are pending or have been already paid. When you view the details, you can get the hours they have worked and their hourly rate or their rewards. When you pay a salary, their salary will be resetted and it will start counting based on their shifts that are upcoming, and it will not count any previous shifts. From the dashboard, you already have your last 7 days record and the pending requests you have to deal with as a manager. From finance, you have your financial ledgers. You can create ledgers. For any financial book, you can press on it and open it. When you open a cash book, you can see all of your expenses and incomes and the net amount you have in that book. You can add an income, adding the entry title, the amount, the date and time, and the type of the income. You can also have the payment method as cash or card or any other thing. When you have a certain income also that you want to check, you can simply press on it to get the details of that income or expense. You can edit it or delete it. If you add an expense, it's also the same, adding cash, the title and the amount and so on. You can sort all of your incomes based on the income or expenses, or based on the classification or the payment method or the date. Each cash book is independent of the other. It will not overlap. From the quick actions button at the middle bottom, you can add employees very fast, as we have already explained, or add a work shift or an income or expense to a cash book, or create a bonus or deduction for employees by an amount, the reason of the award or deduction, and you can apply it to all or only select few employees. You can create a task very fastly, or you can send a notification to your employees and select which employee you want to reserve. From the reports, you will have a reports of your work through. You'll have your income amounts, attendance reports, and financial transactions. From attendance reports, you can get your attendance based on daily or weekly or monthly or a custom period. You will have each name, their check-in and check-out, and their overtime. When you press on it, you can get more information. You can download that as an Excel sheet or a PDF and share it or save it to your device. For your financial transactions, it's also the same. You can choose a certain cash book and then see your expenses to each week, sort it by week, or download it as an Excel or PDF file. From more, you can manage your subscription, edit your company profile. In editing that, you can change the name and the sector and the business ID that you can copy in case you have any problem. You can add company departments, and from each department you can add a name and also add employees to that department. You can also have many branches for your business. You can add a branch or edit one branch more. When you press on a branch, you can add employees. You can also have editing your attendance settings by having holidays or break periods. When you enable holidays, you can define them or pre-apply them based on your country holidays. From payroll settings, you can also allow overtime or absence, late arrival or early departure deductions, or unpaid leave deduction. You can also enable your onboard system. From your account settings, you can edit your name, your phone number, your email, and have your account ID and change the password. From language, you can change the 3 languages of the app, or add a reward or deduction, or check them for all the employees based on month. You can press on a support team to directly to your WhatsApp in case you have any questions, and you can also check our privacy policy or share the app. In case you have more than one business, you can press on the profile and add a company based on their name, address, and sector, and you create an account for your new business.